If you guys haven't heard, the UFC has signed another Savage. They've been on a signing spree. They got Rainier DeRitter. They got Aaron Pico. And this is their best signing yet, in my personal, professional opinion. Patchy Mix. I was going to say Aaron Pico again. Patchy Mix, okay? Patchy Mix is 20-1. He's from Bellator. And then, PFL bought Bellator. They just kind of like took it over. So he's from PFL. But my boy was reigning in Bellator, taking people out in Bellator. He's 20-1. 15 finishes out of 20 wins. So 5 wins, my boy went to decision. He is a savage. He won the Bellator bantamweight Grand Prix in 2023 with a brutal knee. With a knee KO. Earning $1 million, $1 million smackaroos. He's not in the UFC for some money. He's in the UFC for some notoriety. My boy said, listen, I need some clout. I have the bread. I have the skills. I need some clout. I get that. Listen, Patchy Mix. I get that, but you kind of picked the wrong division. We're going to get into it. We are going to get into it. So, Patchy Mix is doing knee bars, rear naked chokes, flying arm triangle. I don't even think he's done a flying arm triangle, but he's doing savage things over there in Bellator. PFL bought Bellator, and when the PFL bought Bellator, the PFL just decided, for whatever reason, to put my boy Patchy Mix on the shelf. They said, listen, Patch, you're going on the shelf. You're going on the shelf. We don't really need you. And ever since then, they had a little dispute. My boy was posting paragraphs on Instagram saying, I'm 20-1. I'm now 5 years undefeated. I've finished my last 13 out of 15 opponents. I ask this in the utmost urgency. Please release me. Release me from my contract. Please! He was begging. You know what it took? It took Cheeto Vera pulling out of a Mario Batista squabble. They're not even giving you somebody in the top 5, bro. You're 20-1. You won the Bellator tournament. He got interviewed by, we're going to get into this in a second. But he got interviewed by UFC, media. And he said, when they sent me the contract, I was a little confused because I thought I would be fighting top 5 and up. Who is Mario Batista? I'm like, I'm laughing to myself. I'm like, haha, buddy. Top 5 would eat you alive. Sean O'Malley, maybe not. Peter Yan, definitely. Umar, maybe not. Corey, definitely. Song Yadong, I'm going to say yeah because I'm a Song Yadong fan. We're going to get to the Marab matchup in a second. But after you winning the $1 million Grand Prix, it took Cheeto Vera pulling out of a fight for you to get a contract? Listen, this is where the UFC gets these guys. They're like, listen, we're not shelling out in money, but what we have to offer you is Nina drama interviews, which comes with the clout. We got clout. We're the clout boys. They're the clout boys over at the UFC, and that's what Patchy Mix needs. That's what my boy needs. It's a little crazy. It's a little crazy. Let's get into this this 50-second clip that somebody posted on Twitter from the interview that he had. It's a little interesting. Little interesting how cocky my boy is, considering who the champion is at bantamweight.
I'm already a multi-time world champion. I'm 20-1 with 16 finishes. I got more finishes and a better record than every single guy ranked right now.
The only reason you have a better, you do have more finishes than Marab. You have 15. Marab probably has 2. But you only have one less loss than my boy, okay? Don't get it twisted.
I'm already a multi-time world champion. That's beaten the who's who.
Not a who's who. You have not beaten the who's who. You have not beaten the who's who, brother. The only people, in my opinion, in my personal opinion, that you have beaten that are high-level MMA fighters are, I'm going to list them off, Magomedov, split decision. Magomedov, decision. Kurojo Horaraji, decision. Sergio Pettis, you did submit. Okay, the UFC is built different. There's a different level of talent over here at the UFC, and you should know that because you've trained with Marab multiple different times. listen, I do think he walks through Mario Batista. Any person with any high-level jiu-jitsu is going to be able to beat somebody whose only objective in the cage is to hold you against the fence. If your only objective in the cage is to hold me in the clinch position against the fence, I'm just going to isolate your arm and I'm going to drag you down and I'm hopefully going to isolate the arm and armbar you. But I'm going to take you to the ground, brother. I'm going to take you to the ground. Patchy Mix's ground game is 10 out of 10 solid. But his stand-up game, a little iffy. And you also have to remind yourself, boys, the talent pool in the Bellators and in the PFLs are extremely limited. Look at Paul Hughes. He's running back the Magomedov fight like what, twice? He wants to keep running it back. There's nobody else. His last fight, he knocked somebody out in like 10 seconds. Paul Hughes. There's no level of competition in these other organizations. Literally. So when you put this guy against somebody like Mario Batista, of course he's going to win. Mario Batista is Mario Batista. This guy sucks. But put this dude against a Davison Figueiredo. All right, maybe not a Davison Figueiredo. You saw what Corey did to him. He's out of here. He popped his knee. He's done. But put him against a Song Yadong. You know, I don't think he's going to have a good night. Put him against a Corey Sandhagen who's coming off of a win and kind of needs an opponent right now and is definitely fresh. You know? I think Corey would do bro bad. Corey has great hands. He's great on the ground. After Aljamain Sterling exposed him, he just decided to work towards that. And, listen, Patchy Mix, I don't think that you beat anybody. We can't say anybody. I don't think you beat Peter Yan, Corey Sandhagen, Song Yadong, and Merab in the division. I do not think you beat Merab. Let's be real. Let's play this interview.
Very good names in MMA. So I plan to win this fight, and I expect to be at the top of the division. Whether it's a title fight next, I don't know.
You are not getting a title fight next after fighting Mario Batista on short notice because Chito Vera pulled out. If Chito Vera went out there and Jorge Masvidal's run and flying knee KO'd Mario Batista 1 second shorter than Jorge Masvidal did to Ben Askren, he would have not gotten a title shot. Nobody beating up Mario Batista gets you a title shot.
But I don't mind what it is, you know, as long as it's a step up, you know. I plan to be successful against Mario Bautista and then move forward, you know. Hopefully the top 5, top 3, you know, I don't fear any man, so any of them are fine.
You could say you don't fear them. But Merab is the machine. Merab is the machine. I don't think anybody in the UFC, in the bantamweight division, beats Merab. I don't. I really don't. I think Merab is pound for pound number 1. Merab is pound for pound number 1, boys. Patchy Mix was a great signing, but we're going to see where my boy lands after this Mario Batista win. Because he's going to go out there and submit Mario Batista probably in the first round. But I want to see this dude go against Song Yadong or Corey Sandhagen. They really should have put him against Corey Sandhagen. Anyways, this Newark card is bussin', boys. Newark card is bussin'. We're going to see what's going on. Patchy Mix, welcome aboard to the UFC. I'll see you guys later.